Week 16 of the NFL. And we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the number 1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 2nd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Bears defense.
Well, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL. And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Dante Pettis deep for Chicago. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To throw, Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Johnson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To the air, Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw forward with Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 7 carries, 70 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, but I still know how any runner could really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Bears defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. There's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again. Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He juked him. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 38. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Gone. He's got right on the short throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. In motion left comes Williams. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion goes Raymond. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Again, Goff. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. Touchdown. Brock Wright taking it in. And the Lions have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Throwing is Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 3-11 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw once more, here's Williams. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3. One-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Back to throw, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Goff now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To throw, Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
To the air, Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. John Kaminsky.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an NFC East battle between two old foes, Philadelphia and Washington. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Downs with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Aaron Rodgers, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Williams going to sneak it, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Escapes to his right.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Powers through. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
44 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Williams loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it at around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Jalen Johnson that time able to knock it away.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Williams. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw is Goff.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw, it's Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Williams. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Throwing is Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Gibbs, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now.